Hey everyone, we are here today with Jonathon Long, who is the keyboardist and musical director for Lady Antebellum. Thanks for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
So we wanted to ask you a few questions about your career, about you as a musician.
Sure.
So first off, how did you get your start in music? How did you know that was the path for you?
Well, I started playing classical music at the age of 7 in Nashville. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and studied classical music all the way from 7 till 18. Got pretty heavy into it and did some, it was like one of those 4-hour day practicing after school type thing. So I was really into it, and then first couple years of college, it kind of took a break. I was a little burnt out from it, and then changed majors a couple times, and then ended up working my way back to music, and then ended up majoring in that, and then I think that path was, I figured out that there was not much else I was I was good at, and that I probably should do music at that point, and then I've been on the road ever since college.
Okay. Who are some of your musical influencers?
Influences are, you know what, I grew up listening to all kinds of stuff, but I love like Stevie Wonder. I like a lot of that soul stuff. Bill Withers. I play country, but I think when I'm turning on the music to listen to myself, I go kind of back to the old school stuff. Yeah, I would say probably Stevie is for sure.
Who's also a Korg artist.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. Sticking together.
So you're the musical director for Lady Antebellum as well as the keyboardist. What is your role as musical director? What is a day in the life like?
Sure. My role is, it varies from time to time. If we're gearing up for a tour, then I'll do some coordinating and run some of the rehearsals when it's just the band members before the singers come in. And then if we're on tour, day to day, I'll kind of run sound check a bit, and then to a certain extent, and go between the artists and the band. If they want to change something and we're not in a rehearsal space or something, then I'll kind of coordinate all that stuff. During the show, I'm in charge of a little bit in charge of the flow of the set list, and there's some kind of eye contact with the artist and making sure if they want to switch up the set list, then I kind of they come to me, communicate with me, and then I make sure everybody knows. And then I also run some of the backing tracks and click tracks and stuff. I coordinate all that from my keyboard station.
And you use the Kronos mostly throughout your performances.
Right now I'm using two.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a 61 key stacked on top of an 88 key.
So what is it about the Kronos itself that's different from other synths out there?
I think it's the sounds. I mean, you know, that's what drew me in the first place. I've always thought the first thing that drew me was the synths and pads. They're so thick and fat, and they have so much body to them that's what initially drew me. And they, to me, it just sounded had so much more volume. That's not the right word, but so much more girth, I guess, than a lot of the other stuff out there. And then so I got in there to started using those kind of sounds, the synths and pads, and then I ended up getting the 88 key, and now I'm playing all my piano and electric piano stuff from there as well. And I love all the onboard screens and stuff where I can get in there and kind of tweak it on the go. Is really fun and cool. So yeah, just the sounds. Sounds great.
So if you weren't a musician, what do you think you'd be doing with life right now?
That's a tough one. In my adult life, I've only ever toured and played. My 2 majors in college before my freshman year, I was an electrical engineering major. I don't think that would have panned out. And then I turned into a history major. So I wanted to be a teacher and do history. So I don't know. It's hard to say because I really haven't explored that a whole lot since then, but I guess if I would have stuck with it, I'd be doing that. I'd be a lot smarter than I am now.
Well, you certainly made it as a musician. Do you have any advice for up-and-coming artists that are looking to get in the industry?
Yeah, I can speak to players. I mean, I think, whenever I talk to people about this kind of stuff, my advice is just to, number one, just play all the time, play a ton of different kinds of stuff. I mean, if you want to be a player in a band, you just never know what kind of stuff. I mean, we play country music per se, but it's everything is so modern now that, I mean, there's elements of every other genre in there. So you really do need to be proficient in all genres and also all the different stuff. Like you need to be able to play a B3 and piano and clav and Rhodes, and all those things require different techniques. So I would just say, put on some records or MP3s or whatever, and just jam. Do that, and then you got to network.
Yeah.
For sure. That's the biggest thing. You're not gonna, even if you could be the best player in the world, but if you don't know anybody that needs a keyboard player, then you won't be working. So meet some people. Go out there and meet some people and do some. I met one of the Lady A guys, Dave Haywood. We were both in some off time from our regular gigs at that time, and we were doing a van trip to Wisconsin from Nashville. So we were all in a van, and that's where I met him before they had their record deal. And then it worked into playing for Lady A for 8 years now. So.
And was that your first touring gig?
No, I was with Sarah Evans, kind of right out of college, and so I was with her for about 7 or 8 years, and then met the Lady A guys and played on their very first show in town at a little club, and then went on to when they got on the road, and then just kind of eventually made the switch from Sarah to Lady A, and been there since 08 or 09, I think.
They're lucky to have you.
Well, I'm glad to be there. It's good friends. Yeah.
You guys seem like a nice, tight-knit group.
It is. We, and it's cool because we started from the very beginning, or we met everybody before they were anything. And so we've kind of grown up together per se, through that process. They've been a band now for 10 years. And I mean, I was at Hillary's 21st birthday party, and now she's married and kid and all that stuff. Yeah. And we all have kids, and we're all friends. I went to high school with the bass player, and guitar player lives up the street from me. So, we're all good friends, even off the road, which is cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's good family.
Yeah. Is there any other upcoming news you can tell us about Lady Antebellum? Do you have any solo work coming up? Well,
Lady A has they have a new record that will be coming out this summer. I think it's early June is when it will be released. A new song on the radio now. It's called "You Look Good." It's doing well, and we'll be on tour all year, starting I think April, and that's international tour. We get to go to Europe, and then we're also going to South Africa this year, which should be fun. So that's what's going on with Lady A. As far as myself, it keeps me pretty busy. I have 3 daughters at home, and so when I'm home, I try to focus on that some. But I'm starting to get into some projects on my own too. So it should be fun. We'll see.
Yeah, keep us updated.
Yeah, certainly.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming. We enjoy hearing you play.
Oh, thanks.
And it was nice chatting with you. So.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.